We on the street like a hooker on New Jersey, Corey.
Yesterday, Congressman Massey and I went to the Department of Justice to read the unredacted Epstein files. We spent about 2 hours there, and we learned that 70 to 80% of the files are still redacted.
That's insane. 70 to 80%. Mind you that for the Epstein Transparency Act that went into law, Trump signed it into law, it says that any redaction needs an explicit explanation why it's redacted, right? They're not allowed to leave people out just because it's embarrassing. And they're especially not allowed to leave people out if they committed crimes, right? So,
in fact, there were 6 wealthy, powerful men that the DOJ hid for no apparent reason. When Congressman Massey and I pointed this out to the Department of Justice, they acknowledged their mistake, and now they have revealed the identity of these 6 powerful men.
They're really putting the pressure on them, right? Because at the end of the day, like, Khanna isn't really that powerful in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, he is just a congressional representative from California. But because he is just on this anti-PDF file wave that he's on, and he managed to get one Republican with even a mild sense of integrity to join him, he is just bulldozing, yo. He's just fucking cleaning up shop. It's kind of incredible to see, honestly.
These men are Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikaladze, Leopig Leonor, Nicola Caputa, Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem, CEO of Dubai Ports World.
He's naming names, yo. And I know there's like so many of the Epstein files that like still haven't even been like exposed to the light, but it's like, damn, son, I never thought I'd see the day where they're just openly saying like, yeah, this motherfucker is the CEO for Dubai, whatever.
Billionaire businessman Leslie Wexner, who was labeled as a co-conspirator by the FBI. Now,
that one kind of hurt just because he's the co-founder of Bath and Body Works, and I'm really on my like moisture shit lately. Like my skincare routine and hair care, and like, oh my god, that's such a good store, but damn, like your co-founder is a fucking international sex trafficker. What the fuck? Also, he's a perfect example of like they're protecting people, because why is he not getting investigated if the FBI literally said that he's a co-conspirator? That's like, why wasn't he just picked up on the spot is my real question. Like, this shit goes so deep and it's been lasting for so long that it's just like exposing all the times that they could have did something but didn't. It's just like embarrassing, you know?
The question is, why did it take Thomas Massey and me going to the Justice Department to get these 6 men's identities to become public?
Mind you, this is the Justice Department. That's the most Orwellian part. Just like every single department is like the opposite now. The Department of Education is the Department of Stupidity. Why do I need to march down to the Department of Justice and demand to see the fucking names of the pedophile sex traffickers? Like, why aren't you like picking them up right now is the real question, right? Oh my god.
And if we found 6 men that they were hiding in 2 hours, imagine how many men they are covering up for in those 3 million files. But the story gets worse. The reality is that Donald Trump's FBI scrubbed these files in March.
There's so much of the Epstein files that are definitely destroyed, like lost to history probably, because any shit that was super true, that was like super vivid and descriptive, like they definitely destroyed those to the best of their ability, at least, right? Like these were scrubbed back in March. Like it took a while for this Epstein shit to get off the ground. You know, this wasn't the Democrats' first strategy, so it's like they knew that this shit was coming. They knew it was coming because their base wanted it. So who knows how much shit like is just not even, I don't know.
Long before Thomas Massey and I passed the Epstein Transparency Act. Now, my bill is clear. The Epstein Transparency Act requires them to unredact those FBI files. And yet the Justice Department said to me and to Congressman Massey, we just uploaded whatever the FBI sent us. And guess what? The FBI sent scrubbed files.
Oh my God. It's like we're really at the phase of the government now where it's like you can't trust a word that these motherfuckers say. At least the federal government, right? You know? I mean, the Democrats aren't even a reliable counterpoint because a lot of the same things that corrupt the Trump administration corrupt them as well. But at least the Democrats are anti-pedophile, at least, except for like John Fetterman, I guess. But like like this is the only issue the Democrats are truly united on because they know that it makes them look bad to be fucking diddlers and shit.
That means the survivor's statement to the FBI naming rich and powerful men who went to Epstein's island, who went to his ranch, who went to his home and raped and abused underage girls or saw underage girls being paraded, they're all hidden. They're all redacted. It's a little bit of a farce. They're inviting all the members of Congress to go to see the Department of Justice, quote unquote, unredacted files, but they've got all redacted files from the FBI.
They really want to seem like they're complying really bad just because if they don't comply then there's other legal strategies that can be used against them, but they're really not complying. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, totally, come look at the files, and they show you just a bunch of blacked out pages. Like it's, and also Trump is explicitly disrespectful. Like that's part of their political strategy, like part of their philosophy. So like, yeah, fuck you. Like no, come look at the files. Fuck you. Suck my dick. So Pam Bondi said, suck my balls. And Rokana is like, you know what? All right, fuck it. Like Leslie Wexner, he's in that shit. Like, you know, and they're in skiffs too. I'm assuming that they can't like bring writing materials in that bitch. So like they're probably just like, okay, Leslie Wexner. Okay, I'm literally gonna go to Congress right now and be like, Leslie Wexner fucks kids. Like, you know, I don't know.
And it's not the fault of the Justice Department attorneys. They were just told upload things that Donald Trump's FBI had already scrubbed. It's a blatant violation of the Epstein Transparency Act, but it also asks a fundamental question. Who are they protecting?
Rokana really is an American hero for getting that Epstein transparency shit off the ground. Like, I as a leftist or, you know, left-leaning person, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I was losing faith that the Democrats would ever get any justice, right? It really takes a man of integrity to really push that shit through. I mean, he is a hero to women in this country. Like, you know what I mean? And look, I'm not under the delusion that it wasn't for purely like political strategic reasons. Like Rokana's like, okay, maybe this is my way to make my stake. But maybe he's just fucking anti-pedophile. Like, you know, like there's no evidence to the contrary. Like, I feel like he has really strong moral character for stepping up to the plate in this moment.
Why are they protecting these rich and powerful men, people I call part of the Epstein class? Why are we in a country where there is no elite accountability for people who do the most heinous things? You have in England the king now calling for an investigation and possible prosecution of his own brother.
This shit might take down the fucking monarchy, bro. Like, just to show you like how outsized like the reactions are, right? In America, not shit is happening. Like, feel me, like a literal Epstein associate is the commerce secretary and he lied about it on camera, and the Caroline Levitt just said, yeah, no, we don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Versus in the UK, they might lose the king because his brother like was cool with Epstein, right? You know what I mean? He's calling for an investigation on his own fucking brother. Holy moly.
You have in Norway the princess who no longer has support to be the queen. And yet in the United States of America, we have someone in the cabinet, Howard Lutnick, who is all over these Epstein files, who allegedly had business with Epstein after he was convicted of pedophilia, and he still is in the cabinet.
It's really funny that like our political systems are kind of going in opposite directions, right? Because like in Europe, they're like, actually fuck this monarchy oligarchy shit, right? Like they're going that way. But in America, it's like, no. The next stage for America is to have oligarchs, to have kings, like, you know, where let's have a class of people that are completely immune from consequences. You know, because other countries do it and they seem to be having a good time with it. Like that's just what the elites of our country are saying right now. You know, I don't know.
We need to ask ourselves, are we in America going to have elite accountability? Are we going to call on rich and powerful people who broke the law or cavorted with a pedophile, a convicted pedophile? Are we going to call them to account? Are we going to have prosecutions for billionaires who went to this island and either raped underage girls or saw underage girls being raped and didn't say anything? Are we going to have investigations? I'll tell you what this is about. It's not just about the 1,200 survivors. It's about 2 tiers of justice in America. It's about people who can accumulate wealth and power and don't have to care about the rest of America. They have destroyed so much of this country.
Yo, he's talking that talk right now, bro. He's talking his shit because this is what needs to be said. It's surprising to me that Democrats won't go this far to like just call it out. It's like they get to live in the lap of luxury and pay you fucking pennies on the dollar. Fucking you eat their crumbs as a 3-course meal, and you are subjected to fucking secret police, and fucking you can't even afford to buy a house, and Trump wants the fucking prices go up. Like, how is this cool? And on top of that, these elites that are giving you nothing, they're also fucking pedophiles, right? It's like there's no reason, there's no excuse for them. Like, they don't give a fuck about you. It's like, you know. And Rokan is not even like a working class guy necessarily. Like, I know he had some controversy earlier in his career for like some of his like stock trading. I don't know what the status of that is, but you know, I mean, at least he's willing to call out the fact that there's an Epstein class. Like, Epstein is dead. Like, he's irrelevant almost. It's like, it's just all the data that we have about these secret societies that we're refusing to act on because our government's fucking in on it. Because they're in it. Literally. They're perpetrating it.
Income inequality is at a 60-year high. Workers' salaries are less than they have been for 75 years as a part.
He's taking a play out of the Mamdani playbook. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, let's bring it back to the fact that you're fucking broke. Like, on top of all this shit, and you're fucking broke.
GDP. Somehow this country seems to be working for the rich and powerful, but it's not working for ordinary working class Americans. I say enough. It's time to begin with accountability for the Epstein class. Hold them in front of Congress, those people who visited the island or did business with Epstein after he was a convicted pedophile. Investigate them, prosecute them, and let's return to democratic accountability in the United States of America.
He's being really clever and not going too far, because I'm going to say, like, you know, we need to fucking do bad stuff to them, right? But and it's true, they deserve it morally. But Rokana is like, yo, I just want an investigation. You know, I just want a prosecution. And really, that's all it would take, right? You know what I mean? Because the evidence is there. Like, if the government just try, I mean, the government has brought cases against people that don't deserve it that ended up being legitimate, right? You know, they can find dirt on you, right? Like, and there's already so much dirt. It's just like a fucking fertilizer factory on every single Epstein associate. So they could definitely find some shit on them if they wanted to. But, you know, just let's look into them at least. Let's at least say that we tried.
We on the street like a hooker. Run New Jersey, Corey.